Good afternoon and welcome to WeFM's 3 p.m. news. I am your presenter, Rajiv Providence. First, on the local scene, the National Parks, Rivers and Beaches Authority has announced a tour guide training workshop as part of the 260th anniversary celebrations of the St. Vincent Botanical Garden. Through the new workshop, participants will be trained to share the garden's beauty, cultural heritage, and historical significance with visitors. Registration is open until Wednesday, September 3rd, and forms should be submitted to the National Parks Office. Established in 1765, the St. Vincent Botanical Garden is the oldest in the Western Hemisphere. It is home to an extensive collection of tropical plants and trees and is especially known for its conservation of the St. Vincent parrot, the Amazona gilding gee, SVG's national bird. The St. Vincent and the Grenadines Post will no longer be accepting parcels and packets bound for the United States until further notice. The suspension follows a recent executive order by U.S. President Donald Trump ending duty-free entry for low-value imports under $800. The policy change has forced postal operators worldwide, including Trinidad and Tobago, the transit hub for SVG Post, to restrict shipments. Only items classified as documents will now be accepted. The move is expected to affect consumers using e-commerce platforms such as Amazon, Shein, Temu, eBay, and Etsy, as well as small businesses that depend on affordable cross-border shipping. Still on the local scene, Vincentian National Sigilla McDowell has been appointed as Dominica's new High Court judge. Her appointment takes effect from September 1st, 2025 until February 28th, 2026. McDowell, who served as St. Vincent and the Grenadines Director of Public Prosecutions since 2020, replaces Justice Colin Williams. She first acted in the DPP role in 2018 after Justice Williams left St. Vincent to serve as a judge in Belize. In 2020, Sajila McDowell made history as the country's first female director of public prosecutions. Her new appointment is being recognized as another proud achievement for St. Vincent and the Grenadines. On to news in the region. The Royal Police Force of Antigua and Barbuda has received a major donation of electronic equipment from the People's Republic of China. Chinese Ambassador Zhang Yangling made the presentation to Acting Commissioner of Police Everton Jeffers at a ceremony on Tuesday. The donation includes laptops, desktop computers, projectors, Wi-Fi routers, and other equipment aimed at boosting modernization and improving the force's operational capacity. Acting Commissioner Jeffers expressed gratitude, describing the contribution as a symbol of the deep friendship between both nations and a step toward stronger national security. St. Lucia is closely watching rising tensions between Venezuela and Guyana, as well as the deployment of U.S. military assets in the southern Caribbean, Prime Minister Philip Pierre said Monday. Speaking at a cabinet press briefing, Pierre stressed that St. Lucia's priority is regional peace and opposition to any form of violence. He confirmed the country will coordinate its response with CARICOM under the Treaty of Chaguaramas. The statement comes amid U.S. moves to deploy warships, submarines, and marines to counter drug cartels, while Venezuela has mobilized over 4 million militia members to defend its territory. Guyana is also expanding its defense capabilities in the disputed Essequibo region. Finally, on the international scene, lawyers for Elon Musk have asked a U.S. judge to prevent OpenAI from obtaining documents from Meta Platforms related to Musk's earlier $97.4 billion bid for the AI company. OpenAI claims Musk tried to enlist Meta CEO Mark Zuckerberg in the bid, while Meta says relevant documents should be obtained directly from Musk and his AI startup, xAI. Musk's lawyers argue OpenAI already has documents that further requests are unnecessary. OpenAI counters that its requests are targeted and essential, especially since many communications were oral. The case stems from OpenAI's claims that Musk, through press statements, social media, and what it calls a quote-unquote sham bid, tried to harm the company. A jury trial is scheduled for spring 2026. This has been WeFM's 3 p.m. news. I have been your presenter, Rajiv Providence. Join us again at 5:30 for WeFM's evening news, and we thank you for listening.